Today I'm going to give you a very important update on Hamilton Utility UMAX ETF, because ever since they announced that they're going to release this fund, I've been been loading you with updates on this fund, and I actually made a video first time to foreshadow how the fund is going to look like, and I was bang on everything that I mentioned on that video, and except of course the weight. I said it's gonna be like it's gonna be maybe market cap weighted, but actually they did weight all those stocks equal weighted, all of them, all 13 stock or underlying stocks that they invest in. And also because this fund UMAX and HMAX, they look very similar, I thought maybe, you know what, it's a very good idea for me to make sure that you understand the difference between these two funds, because there's a UMAX and HMAX, so you don't miss and be confused between these two funds. And I make sure, as I promise always, I will make videos comparing between the two funds whenever I see the similarity. And if you haven't seen that video, just make sure you check the link below, because on that video I make a description, the difference and update and everything that these funds will, and also performance and the difference in dividend, the dividend on the structure of investing. It's a packed with a lot of information that you don't want to miss that video. Just check the link below. So in this video today, I'm just going to give you the update that this fund is start trading today officially, and what it has in store for us, or for you as a passive income investor. Because one of the things that you need to understand is that you have to be kept update on the fund that you invest your money, or you want to invest your money, so you know this thing, you don't miss anything. It's your first time, just make sure you subscribe, and if you like this video, just make sure you like, because in this channel, one of the only channel that you're going to get this update whenever things happen, it really update. It happens today, I'll make sure that I lay you know on your either ETFs or in other important this type of cover called ETF, whether it's in US or Canada. The UMAX Hamilton ETF is start trading today. So today is official date that it start trading, but of course the inception date, when you look, because today is June 15th, but if you look at inception date, it will be on the 14th. And the reason why is because whenever the fund comes, usually comes after the market the day before. That was 14, that was yesterday on the Wednesday. And that's where you can see previous close at 1607, because they didn't trade. Of course, when it opened, the market was open at the same price, and bid was between 1596, ask was 1597, so it's pretty much one, so it's very narrow spread, which is pretty good for someone who wants to buy. We look at the days range was between 1597 to 1607, 52-week range, because there's only one day, so it will be the same as today. The volume was about 54,453. That was the volume of trading. Of course, not many people know, so it's very light in volume when it comes to trading. We'll look at the max the fund it is almost flat, because it's only changed between the 1607 to 97 to 1597 is only 10 cents. So that's for trading and volume and everything you need to know about the fund trading day. And this is, of course, is traded on a Toronto Stock Exchange. So whenever you go on your computer, you want to buy this fund, whether you use Trade, my favorite brokerage, or use any other type of brokerage, you just go there, you tap umax.to. Make sure you put .to. The reason I'm mentioning this is very important. Look at this. I have checked, there's a UMAX, actually is a stock, so you have to be careful when you type UMAX. I can show you example here. If I say UMAX, see, look, there's a UMAX Group Core. It's a different. If there's a UMAX AS, there's a better share S&P 500. So just make sure you buy the right ETF, because when you buy these ones, these are US traded, and some of them are Canadian, but the only Canadian one will be on Toronto Stock Exchange, and this fund that I'm talking about will be umax.to. So be careful about that. That's something I just want to mention. So let's go to Hamilton ETF website itself. Hamilton Utility UMAX now trading. Target yield is about 13%. I made a video detailing all these facts or factors, but I can give you a little brief today. So what's a UMAX? UMAX is a utility Canadian Hamilton Utility Yield Max, a yield maximizer ETF. So pretty much invest in 13 companies that deal with the utility and transportation and anything related to utility. That's how they invest. And how they invest 50% of the fund is invested in the stock, left invested, and then they take 50%, they write covered call on that. And this is more of on the money dynamic cover call. So you can see right here, dynamic cover call strategy to enhance monthly income and reduce volatility. And the NAV is 16, yield is 13%, and of course they pay monthly. We look at the sectors. They have communication service, there's a pipeline, there's industrial, there's utility, and these are the 13 stocks they invest, which they did equal weighted, all of them. And you can see, for example, BCE, this is a Bell, it's a telecommunication company. We have Rogers, this is a telecommunication company. But you have to understand why they put as utility, because telecommunication companies, they do have these towers. So they act like it's a utility technically, because it's part of utility kind of. So even though this is telecommunication, we have CNR, this is a rail, we have Amera, these are all utility, they provide electricity. We have TC Energy. This is a company that of course does the pipeline to facilitate transportation of gas and also some oil. All right, Enbridge of course is diversified energy company. So all these are pretty what they describe as utility, but within the utility, of course, they kind of like subsector to utilities, industrial, pipeline, and communication. All of that, that's how they invest. And we look at the strategy. Of course, it's cover call. They pay dividend monthly, and the management fees is about like a 65. If you add all those fees and MER and everything like that, will be almost about 85.85. So it will be a little bit higher than that. And of course, rate when it comes to risk is about medium, because these companies that they invest under, they are very solid. And then any of this company, you don't see any of this company that are ever going to go bankrupt. I don't see any bankruptcy coming from any of these companies, especially here in Canada. So that's Hamilton that for you. And I just want to make sure I give you an update on this. It will be the short video. So my perspective on this one actually is this. By the way, let me mention one more thing. If you were to buy this fund today or the day after tomorrow or next week or anything like that, when are you going to get your first income or distribution? We look at the date here. You have to make sure you buy this fund if you want to get distribution on the 28th of July 2023. Otherwise, you're going to miss the dividend. Actually, ex-dividend day, so you have to buy the day before that, or to be safe, 2 days prior to that. And once you buy on those date, that date or the day before that, you're going to get your first distribution on August 8th, 2023. And how much you're going to get? You'll get about 175 cents. So you can do a calculation how much you want to invest to get that. So what my perspective on this fund, I think this fund is very solid. It's one of my favorite, because the reason why I like this fund is because of what they invest under, and also the strategy they use to write a cover call. It's a pretty unique, and I like that style. And the other style I like is the way they actually equal weight. I like equal weight, so there's no weight on any bigger companies. On this channel, I try my best to make sure that I give you update on the whatever change happens, right? And if there's a changes and everything like that, I make sure I mention those. I make a video as soon as possible. I don't go with a trend. I don't go with what can I give me a click. It's more of like what you need to know. And that's the main reason why you subscribe to the channel. And make sure, if you like my content, just make sure you like. And if you have any question or anything that you want me to talk about, fund that you like or anything like that, just make sure you leave your comment below, and then I'm going to look into those. If there's enough requests on the particular request, I'm going to do my best and make a video on that topic. With that being said, I think if you check the other video I made about comparison between UMAX and HMAX, you'll be very pleased, because I made a very very descriptive difference in performance and everything like that. So just make sure you don't miss that, and stay up to date till we meet again on next video. Bye bye.